Hey everyone, and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Now, you may remember a few weeks ago at this point, I did a video called She's Electric, where I test drove the brand new electric Renault Range T. Well, they've gone and added another one. This time it's the Scania 45S electric. I do like how we're getting the Scania and the Renault, whereas I follow trucking a bit in real life, and the only one I really know of is the Volvo. But anyway, that's a different debate. So I thought we'd give this a little bit of a test drive. As you can see, we've got a little short run with this rather cute little Akari twin axle. Is that base game or is that one of my mods at play? I'm gonna guess that's a mod, but anyway. I've already adjusted my seat to my preferred positions. I've got the mirrors, I've got the in-game sat nav, so I've got the screen one turned off. So I figured we'd just have a bit of a look and just see what this goes like. If it's anything like the Renault was very powerful, was an absolute bitch to try and reverse because it just didn't like it. Now I'm guessing with the name 45S, I can't see, can I? Will it tell me the truck details in here? No. I'm guessing it's about 450 horsepower. Don't know why the game felt the need to reload there, but okay, I'm guessing. So, let's have the window down, then we get a bit of the sound effects. Watching that rev counter bounce straight round to... Wow. I tell you what, like the Renault, it certainly knows how to pick up. Excuse me a second, folks, I'm going to get my thumbnail shot again while I'm here. The photo mode? It's photo mode again. I need my thumbnail, as you guys know, so... That'll do. It's only a nice little short run, this, because if we've still got the same problem, I spoke in detail during the last video how they haven't added the ability to fill up electric trucks, recharge them, so at the moment they're only available without mods, with quick jobs and only on a very limited range. Hi Transit. Once again, I think it's in that video, I have a lot of traffic mods running, so prepare to see some probably quite interesting things in the traffic. So yeah, it's only quick. There are mods that like get your hands on it, but there's got to be workarounds. They're difficult to fill up and that. So at the moment, I wouldn't recommend. Mess with them in quick jobs. Certainly get to enjoy them, and then once they actually manage to give us the ability to charge them, then we can enjoy driving them as our own vehicles. Because I'll be honest with you, the Renault impressed me a lot more than I expected it to. Damn Transit sprinting away. Impressed me a whole lot more than I thought it would. And this doesn't feel as powerful. Like I said, I am guessing the interior also looks very dark. I think my screen's playing a part. Like, honestly, you're looking at my recording, it doesn't look as dark. I don't have limiter disabled, do I? Why is it getting up to 60? I usually drive with the limiter on. Is there some braking done? Looks like it's got a form of like, I was gonna say engine braking then, but like curve system on it there, because I can see the rev counter going backwards when we brake. Oh, pardon tipper. Oh, thank you, let me out. But yeah, immediately, similar thing. Weird how quiet it is. I find that really weird. I quite like the paint job on this, I must admit. Who's on at 56? Wow, we've used like 9% of the battery already. Yeah, it must have just been slightly downhill. The limiter is holding me at 56. Okay, I need to go across the lane. Oh, is that an old Kamaz or something pulling that trailer there? I mean, maybe it's the seating which I use that makes that pillar in a bit of an awkward spot, but I do like this more set back position where you can see the dashboard. I say I would tell two ways. I can see all the dashboard, I can see all the mirrors, and also so when I hit zoom, it zooms straight on my dashboard. That's how I like my screen set up. Oh, David, look at the road. But as you can see, first impressions are it's very much like the Renault was. Yeah, I can't get over this sort of silence. And this is going to be a really short trip, so I'm hoping there'll be a second one and we'll do a couple. But yeah, even with the window down, just to try and get any noise out of it, I can use that slight whirring. But it drives really nice, pulls really nice. But probably also not overly stretchy, but then again, when I tested over the Renault, I don't really like trailer on, so we can't really blame it. Sorry about that, folks. What happened there was I went into farm sim controls and tried to hit 3 for cruise control. Oh, that's not the camera I wanted, and I'm still indicating. That's the one I wanted. It's cool. Personally, I'm more of a big fan of the nice thunder of a V8 going past at that moment, but that's just me. It's certainly interesting. For one, I'm a bit of a skeptic over whether, in real life, this is whether electric trucks really will work as well as some seem to think. Simply because I can't see how, to me, they're going to be that heavy with batteries. You're going to lose payload. And in an industry where you're paid on how much you can carry, companies aren't going to want it. But certainly, if we take the game as being to realistic standards, which the game's always tried to be, then they seem maybe not as bad. That rev counter dancing around. Calling it a rev counter, I don't actually even know what. Does it actually have anything written on it? It's like what it calls it. No, it's just blank. But you know, just once again very specific with the reverse will be key, because that was the one complaint I had with that Renault, was trying to reverse park it. It doesn't feel quite as powerful as I'm wondering if the 45S counts for 450 horsepower equivalent. I'm guessing so. It doesn't seem to have that same thump that Renault had. Now as we pass the services, we're going to have a look. This is what gets me. They're having all this trouble that they've not added charge points. To me, it could so easily have added them to some of these filling stations and just had them ready to go. I honestly can't see why it's been so difficult thing to add, that we can have 2 trucks with no way of making them usable other than how I'm driving it now. Just seems madness to me. But when you can hear the sound the cars are making over the sound of your own truck. And it's going to start running a little bit now. It's now, is it going to start recharging the electric drive while it's... Yes, it is. Look, I can see the percentage going up. With it all, that's pretty cool. If it can use like regenerative braking and that to just increase its range a little bit, that's the kind of thing where when we do come to own them, because I'm assuming we will at some point, there'd be cool little competitions with yourself. You know, how much can you recharge? Can you keep it? Coach, something caught my eye there because of the colour scheme. I get why they did this base game. I am actually on the process. I'm going to reinstall Pro mods before too long, so if you get any future videos off me, they're probably going to be in the Pro mods map. Was the wrong button, I apologise. But between some of the times of really bad junction designs and the random speed drops, really can be the annoying parts of this whole default I mean, this is the base of a lot of this map now, because I think UK's never really had a rework. Someone feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But while some other countries are getting reworked, I think the UK has been pretty much left alone. God, caravans, it's clearly that time of year. All I want to see. So we're not coming off of this one, we're coming off of the next one. Car coming up, but he's a bit behind. I don't know, if I want to know about my money, folks, this is a little bit of a mess around profile I have. I've played the game seriously in the past, but I couldn't be bothered going through all the levelling up process. So I play it to a serious extent, but I started with a reasonable cash pile so I could get a decent truck early on. That guy pulling, I guess he's a motorbike on a trailer. So I'm coming off of the next junction, so I need to drop down here. Nice little, that's what some of those traffic mods added stuff like. The cars with trailers, I really like that. The only thing I really wish we could see driving around was our own trucks, our own AI. I know it's been talked about a lot, and it's something that if you just saw them up and down the road from time to time, it's like they're actually doing something rather than just fleecing me for money while not actually working. So that little trip, which hasn't taken us long, cost probably about 40% of the battery by the time we get this thing parked. So, big game lag there. Is it loaded Birmingham? I mean, I'll be honest, I agree with it. I don't like the idea of loading Birmingham myself, but sometimes it's got to be done. And I do apologise for any viewers from Birmingham. But I'm sure you agree with me. Ooh, red light rebel. Turn. Did I not have this to be a voice? That's the what's it in it, that's it. Warning me again that when it's seeing the fence. Which is realistic, because in real life they see shit like fences. I'm just gonna drive past and pick up. I can't remember if that's the dealer or the it's the dealer or the what's it? It's the dealer in it. Aha. I pick up that truck dealer while I'm here. Right. Spin this. Luckily it's only a 4-wheel unit, so it should turn itself. Pretty tight, he says. I know this one's gonna be easier to park than these Renault was, simply because I'm on a twin. I'm only on a smaller trailer, but of course they want it right in the worst back corner position. Around here, try and get the speed down. This shouldn't be too bad because I should be able to just spin this. I say, is it actually a steer axle? I think it is. Yes, it is. I can see it steering on me now. So, right then. It's going to be a blind side because we're in a right-hand drive, but let's have a go manually first. I'll go to third person if I need to, but I'm way oversteering that, aren't I? Yeah, oh my god, the trailer steers when you're going backwards as well. Where's my air pressure readings? Right, so straighten her up a little bit first. And now start turning. I've clipped the trailer on the piles of stuff. Why does it steer when you're going backwards? That's annoying. I'm sorry, folks. I'm laughing there because I literally, it's an old trick. I next thing I had airbag simulation on. I'm going to check that setting. But in earlier game, when I used to get that problem, I used to knock into neutral and rev the engine to build the air pressure a bit faster. So I literally sat there, tried to do that, and then remembered, yeah, this thing's an electric, so that ain't going to really do anything. Right, so because of this steer trailer, how am I doing? Oh, yeah, I'm close there, but I'm hoping that it's gonna. Also, the trailer's slightly clipping through the wheel arches, but that's a different. You know what, folks? System. I didn't really have airbag simulation on. No, I didn't. Turn that one off. Because while it's realistic, it also isn't. I know quite a few people in this kind of game, and they don't lose air that quickly. Unless you've got a very leaky system. Look, that was my bad. Yes, it does still have that same problem as the Renault there. You saw I tried to nip it backwards, then hit the brakes, and it sort of bounced a little bit. Right, so let's have a quick look. If there's a second one, we might just grab a quick second one, just because that really wasn't a long trek at all. There's any of the electric Renault around as well. See, there isn't. Nylon cord, Southampton to Paris. Oh, I think not long after that you get longer trips than. Yeah, I think it doesn't let you do more than about 300 kilometers, which will be 180 miles, 186 miles. We've got this nylon cord here, so I'm to Calais, so there's even a little bit of ferry in that. Oh no, 610 horsepower apparently. So yeah, not quite as high as the Renault, but still 610 shouldn't be. Okay, so we set my seat settings again, which is annoying. As low as you can go. Back. FOV up a little bit. So I can see that mirror. But I think I missed it a little bit higher last time, but then I had this angled down. Then we're low and back. Check, yep, that's looking in the right place. I can see the mirrors. It's a standard triaxle. So we're off again. It's not the exact same one, is it? It's got different mileage on it. They also need to update the game because it's giving it an 09 plate, and obviously it wouldn't be that old. See, I think this load's slightly heavier than the other one was, and also says, it's actually a full-length trailer this time. I like that little realistic touch there that you've got the side sensors on. Is that giving me mile per gallon? Well, average consumption miles per kilowatt hour, so it kind of is. I don't know what's considered good or bad in that game because I know what diesel trucks, Arctic, you're looking 8 to 10 mile per gallon is around what they normally do. You can get a lot more out of that than you're either running really light or really good. If you're running a lot less than that, you're either running heavy or you're gunning it. But well, no, first it feels nice. I mean, 610, so I don't think Scania do a 610 petrol power, diesel powered. I think their biggest is a they don't now go 560, 660, and 730. 770 now, sorry, as well in the sugar. I haven't got that corner wrong for a while. Good news, folks, it even performs well off-road. Mitsubishi FTO. My mate Mike would love that, he's a big JDM freak. I'm also interested to see what the gearbox is like, because obviously, generally speaking with electric cars, you don't even have a gearbox because they can do work on like a CVT basis, but that one, in fact that looks like what it's doing here, because it looks like it's got 5 gears. But now as we get a nice evening run here, I'll give us some lights. Not my lane's ending. 6, so it's got 6 gears. It's got the same gearbox as my car. Who's on at 60? It's definitely blind spot detection, is that beeping and that. I can see the red line now next to my, just to the top of the steering wheel there. But as you say, it's a nice ability touch because I know in real life they do like to pick up fences and ghosts and anything else. If I indicate now, it bleeds because I was indicating at that van. I always do that, flashing bigger things. It's a real life thing that I don't know, part of how I run the simulation. As you can see, the traffic mods add some really interesting stuff. I do love, I believe most of them are there's Jazzy Cat and there's one other. I'd have to go and check, I don't have that information, but rather than just the default SCS cars, the variety you get. And I have like classic ones, I have a couple of, I have like a Brazilian packing and supercar packs. And it does just give you a bit of variety and it makes it more interesting because you're looking to see what things are. Luckily I find it doesn't overdo the like super and weird and exotic cars as well. See the last couple of cars have been a Civic and Accord, which are fairly normal. Corrado. Obviously a real company's mod as well, as we just saw an arc lid down there. To consider how old this game is, and I can tell what this game is, I'm currently controlling it using the arrow keys. How long is it since arrow keys actually did steering in a game, and it wasn't WASD? I mean, you can use WASD as well, but I like the dash layout. I like the dash layout is S-cab. Yeah, the dash layout is standard S-cab Scania. As we head towards Dover, like I said, the non-pro mods, this is the standard Dover. Mercedes 190E, Cosworth, judging by the spoiler. Maybe now it just shows you a curveball. Yeah, so what do you think, folks? That's 2 electric trucks we have now from 2 of the big manufacturers. Whether, I'm assuming stuff like the Volvo is going to follow. But yeah, colour me more impressed than I thought I would be. Certainly it's far from a terrible truck. If you're available in game, would I buy one? Probably yes. Would I buy one in real life? More question about it if you look more into just how generally useful it would be. What I do know is it's certainly be down to 50 now because I do still. I generally have. I think I have fines turned off by trying to run just because I hated that a police car drive past you can fine you for speeding. It's silly. Before you say, yeah, well, police can do that in real life. Yeah, but they have to pull you and they can't just drive past you and think money out your wallet. They've got to stop you and go through all that process. So I just find that a little bit game breaking. Wow, that truck was rather pink, wasn't it? 25 degrees Celsius at 5 o'clock at night. Christ, it must be summer, and it would be hell. Not a hot weather person, I really aren't. Oh, 25 degrees is now starting to rain. Yeah, folks, even get a bit of weather thrown into this one. Well, you wish the dirt and things actually worked in the game. We've had these discussions before, I know, but you do wish that, like, dirt and that would. I just noticed how the buttons down there on the door are lit up because the lights are on. There's something on the hard shoulder, better not. All 3 series. M3 must have been speeding. Right, is there a gap next to me? Yes, there is. Let's try and not. Let's not pull that up like a football, should we? As funny as it'd be, I don't think the owner would appreciate it much. Guessing over there's the White Cliffs of Dover. I've never actually seen them in real life. I know I live in England, but I live well up from it. I've never. I've been down to Cornwall, so I've been down to the bottom of the country whenever that side, before that lowest I've ever been was London. So, somewhere I'll probably see at some point in life, I hope so. But it's interesting watching how we must be slightly uphill because it's not gone straight onto just 0. It seems to be having to. It's holding the cruise, so it's having to hold a little bit of electric on. I won't say power, which is the right word, but it feels wrong. Holding a little bit of electric on just to keep her going. No overtaking, so sorry to those of you stuck behind me. No doubt a curse in this lorry doing 50 on a 60 road. No, that I don't want to run it over. But yeah, I covered a lot in the Renault video. So I talked about SCS not adding the charges and what that entails, but much of the same. It's very interesting. Hang on, it's taking me to the ferry, I guess. Yeah, because it's in Calais. If I was to do the Chunley, it'd probably be longer because the crossing's quicker on further away. So yeah, we're going straight past here into the town. I can get down onto the ferry, which is okay. If I had a bit more free time, I'd maybe swing around the town tunnel just to unlock it, but I can always do that later. I think I'm probably going to install Pro Mods once I finish this, so doesn't really matter. Just cruise on by. One thing about the way they do rain, actually, I really like it. Just really soft noise, and you can just picture it being real life, just cruising along. It's not hammering down, it's not like thunderstorming and hammering it down, but just a gentle rain. That bends a bit tighter than anticipated. A gentle rain, you stick a good podcast on, or just Spotify on random, and just cruise. That's the fence, don't worry, I know it's there. Over that way or over that way? Well, I think I'll stick to this way because that's not silly me, that's better. Man, we're going to use like half the electric by the time we get to the ferry, so that is obviously the big issue, and it's the range. You know, with a four-wheeler unit like this is, usually with diesel tanks, you'd get 1,000 miles. Which I'll accept. There's not many that are doing that kind of range without the ability to go back to base. You know, obviously electric trucks are never going to be Europe crossers. They're probably going to be more useful for, like, inner city delivery, stuff like that. I can see them getting a bit of a market there. Especially stuff day cab stuff that doesn't spend nights away from home. 'Cause obviously, if you're spending nights away, you'd have to make sure where you went had charging points and all that. 30 limit. Because at least if you're just day cabbing, you know you're going to get back. Plug it in. Can you imagine though if you like got in the morning and whoever had the truck with it forgot to plug it in or something silly? I mean, as long as there's some fuel in it, at least a diesel power will get you to a filling station. I don't know how long it would be with a truck before it would be usable. Go down into the city now. I think I've driven through Dover once or twice. Cause game really doesn't like loading cities in at the moment, does it? I also updated my graphics card drivers just before doing this, so maybe it could be partly that as well. Okay, traffic's looking a bit. I kind of want to be in that lane, so I might just try and. Of course, Merc Driver's not going to let me out. Yeah, broken down Mini. Acceleration is where these electrics seem to really win. I honestly think in this game, standard trucks don't really accelerate fast enough. As fast as they would in real life even. You just feel very, very slow, whereas this feels a bit more realistic. Right, okay. Roundabout clear. But this Merc's still gonna stop. What the... Sometimes I can't tell if the Euro truck traffic is either brilliantly realistic or just stupid. Honestly, I think there's a fine line between the two. Yeah, that's like a closed down. It's the hotel. Kind of like a closed down recruitment agency. So there we are, the Dover ferry terminal. Obviously much shrunk compared to real life. But everything in the game is much shrunk compared to real life because the map's not physically big enough. We're going to onto the ferry and get ourselves across. The rain stops, so I might as well not burn the wipers up. They appear to be a bit alone in... Oh no, there's some people behind me. There's a fire truck or just a red Scania then. Nice, there's nothing coming, so I should be able just to do a swing on this. Still couldn't tell. Right, and it's this one I do believe is the one that's available to us, yeah. I have a feeling we'll be doing this next reverse in the dark, which is going to make it even worse. Especially if this... I don't know if this trailer's VST works. That Porsche in the middle there. I mean, Auto Alex is on this ferry. Get closer. Over to Calais, here we go. Excuse me, I needed that. Oh no, it's not quite going to be dark, is he, by the looks of it? It's a bonus. To arrive on time. I've got 2 hours left yet, and I am 15 minutes away. I think I'll be alright. Wow, I could see that getting very annoying very fast. It's seeing a traffic cone and taking offence to it. I'm guessing I'm still in the right spot here, because this is not the clearest. Oh yeah, I'm bound to what looks to be a bit of a road now. No speed limit, so I'm going to press on, but I'm not going to go. We'll keep it to 30. 32. Oh yes, that'll be 30 k's, won't it? That'll be 19 miles an hour. Yeah. I'm going to indicate 'cause I don't want to waste the electric. Oh, I like that trailer. Purple, my favourite. So yeah, folks, as we draw to the end of this, we'll lose a couple of trips with the, I don't know, roll it, the electric Scania now. Like I say, there's still a lot more trucks to be added. I mean, the Volvo FH Aero has not been long been launched if I record this, and say as far as I was aware, Volvo were kind of ahead of the others with electric trucks. Now, I will grant you at that point, Volvo and Renault in terms of trucks are the same company, so there's no surprise that maybe Renault's using all the Volvo running gear, but still, the fact that we haven't got the electric Volvos in the game, and I'm going to assume that means I think I've seen DAF advertising like 7.5 tonners. I haven't seen anything about like an electric XF or XG yet. Probably in development, but is this? Oh no, LKW. I have been to these before. I was thinking it was the place across the road. Yeah, I see where they want it. I'll do the whatever parking they want again. Actually, the good news about this, if I get it right, then you're generally not blindsiding at this depot with a right-hand drive, because you can normally go across it that way. That one there, okay, yeah, that's not too bad. Like I say, it's not a blindside with a right-hand drive unit, so if I get it lined up... I always like to be further away. I always find being further away, you've just got time and room to line it up. If you try and start too close, you're trying to force yourself to do it too quickly. Once again, the trailer's steering, which is not actually as helpful as you'd think it would be. Go straight a little bit more. There should do it. Try and pull the angle back. Now if I straighten her up and then come back straight, we're just about there. Definitely still got a little bit of that. Struggling to do like really gentle control. Might just be me, maybe that's on keyboard, but... And there you are, folks. There's a couple of trips with the Scania S Electric. I hope you enjoyed that. See you there as we continue it off. There's my beautiful Merc that you saw in the last video, which I'm hoping to use in a couple of videos coming up before too long, so you might get to see a bit more of this. Let us know in the comments if you want to see more Euro Truck. I know Chris is working on something which I'm not allowed to say, but sounds amazing. If you want to see a bit more from us in general, just let us know. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to check out the rest of the channel. There's a lot of really great stuff on here. We're all putting a lot of effort in. We're being really motivated by the subscriber count, the views. It's all really good. It's all really positive, and it makes us want to do more. So show your love, show your support. We'll love you back. Until next time, we'll see ya. Goodbye.